The 2024 Republican presidential primary is heating up with allegations, very unsavory, if you will, allegations from the former president of these United States, Donald J. Orange. And he called now again, Ron DeSantis has not even announced he's running for president, right? But he has called his would-be hypothetical ally, or rather opponent, my apologies, he has called him a groomer, right? It's happening. It started, right? The groom off is ready. The guy that bragged about walking into child beauty pageants and watching 14-year-olds get naked, calling someone else a groomer, well, you know. Donald Trump suggests Ron DeSantis was grooming high school girls with alcohol, causing governor to respond. Now, we'll play the response in a moment. But I want to read this first. Florida's governor on Wednesday fired back, blah, blah, blah. Trump on Tuesday reposted a photo on the social media app Truth Social, showing what appeared to be a younger DeSantis smiling alongside three women whose faces were blurred. Bold text on the photo read, "Here is Ron DeSanctimonious grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher," followed by a vomit emoji. "That's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing," Trump sarcastically wrote on the post. Now, is this Ron DeSantis? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is Ron DeSantis. I don't actually know. But it could be. And if it is, what are we going to do? The photo was initially posted by a Truth Social user named Dong Chan Lee, whose account describes him as a staunch paleo-conservative who has been supporting Donald Trump since 2016. Quote, all right, this is what DeSantis said. I got this video open, so let's just play the video here and see what he has to say.
Truth Social directed at you. Some were insinuating that you.
So here's what I would say about all that. I get you guys want the controversy.
How would your proposed legislation against defamation address those posts that could be considered damaging?
Well, if you think when we did the defamation panel yesterday.
So again, this context is Ron DeSantis is advocating to change and open up the libel laws, so that he can sue people for defamation more easily. So, like, if I said, for example, I say, fuck Disney. Disney's Splash Mountain has pee in the water. I could theoretically be opened up to be sued by Disney if I lived in Florida, right? So he's trying to move up the libel laws. So that's why he's being asked this.
I made the point, look, I have a platform. It's different for me because I can fight back and people just know I face defamatory stuff every single day I've been governor. That's just the nature of it. But I have a platform to fight back. A lot of these other people that are more little, they don't necessarily have a platform to fight back. And so in terms of our reforms, I really want to empower them more so than people that occupy high positions like me. It just goes with the territory. You got to have a thick skin. It's also just practically speaking, I would not take time out of being governor to be fighting lawsuits. It's just not practical in terms of what we're doing. And I'd also just say this. I spend my time delivering results for the people of Florida and fighting against Joe Biden. That's how I spend my time. I don't spend my time trying to smear other Republicans.
So there you go. Now I gotta tell you, Ron DeSantis, let's be honest. Whether or not that's him in the photo, I don't give a shit. But I do in the abstract, but that's irrelevant to what I'm about to say. But we're talking real time in the same room. Okay? Ron DeSantis on a debate stage with Donald Trump in the same room. He might be able to get one-liners when he thinks about it for 36 hours, right? Think about it for 36 hours and then say it at a press conference, you know, an additional 12 hours later, right? He might be decent in that environment, but I ask you this question. Real time, Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, debate stage, the two of them. You tell me that this guy is going to be able to beat Donald Trump in a debate. Tell me that with a straight face. I would laugh at you. I would laugh at your straight face. This guy, again, doesn't even really hit the bare minimum on a response with like 36 hours of lead time. There is no way in hell he is going to be able to go after Donald Trump in a debate. It's just never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But again, Donald Trump did open the door to the groomer discussion. Again, Donald Trump is on tape. He did radio interviews talking about how he would buy up the rights to child beauty pageants and walk into the children's dressing rooms, which he's allowed to do because he owns it. That's his words. And watch 14-year-olds get naked. He has said this. He's like, if I cared enough to actually get the clip, I would show it to you, but I don't actually care enough for that. But like, I don't know, man. Dangerous territory to be entering into. But again, I don't know. Does anyone actually think Ron DeSantis has what it takes? Nikki Haley is going to be running for president, apparently. She's going to announce her run in a couple days or a week or whatever. Does Nikki Haley have what it takes to beat Donald Trump? No. And if more than one never Trumper enters the race, Trump is guaranteed to win. Guaranteed. If it's the only situation where Trump could possibly lose, and I don't think he would lose ever, right? But the only situation where he could possibly lose is if it's a one-on-one. All the never Trumpers rally around the best possible candidate, which could be Ron DeSantis, but I don't think he would do well, right? And then they go at him one-on-one. If they try to water it down, Trump's going to get 45% of the vote. Everyone else is going to get like 5 to 10. Trump's going to waltz into the victory, right? But then let's imagine Donald Trump loses the primary. All right. He's just going to say, I guess I lost. You think Donald Trump going to lose the primary? Good game, guys. I'll see you in 4 more years. If he loses the primary, he's going to go nuclear. He's going to go nuclear, okay? He's going to like run for third party. He's going to do all kinds of shit. He's already said he might run third party if he loses the primary. They rig it against him, in his words. Donald Trump will be the nominee in 2024. That's a fact. All of this shit is just a waste of our time. And if he's not the nominee in 2024, he's going to burn down the Republican Party and replace it with like a golden toilet, okay? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I see this guy, and I'm thinking, this is the best they got. I mean, fuck it. Chris Christie is way more talented than this guy. I used to live in New Jersey when Chris Christie was the governor there. He would do radio interviews. The guy's personable. The guy's likable. The guy can do a couple punches. You know, he's a piece of shit, obviously. But I mean, Chris Christie? There was a couple debates in 2016 when Chris Christie was kind of going at people, including Donald Trump. If they want to rally around somebody, think about it, who could actually beat Donald Trump in a debate, I'm saying Chris Christie. That's what I'm saying, but they're not going to do that. Chris Christie kind of destroyed his political career already. But still, I mean, Jesus, if this is the best they got, I mean, it's over. It's over. There's no way Ron DeSantis is going to beat Donald Trump. A lot of people, they think that Ron DeSantis is like a threat. I don't see any evidence for it. I really don't. A couple polls here and there from 3 months ago is not evidence to me. Letterhack says in the chat, are we sure the Lincoln Project won't back DeSantis? How about liberal media? They'll call him the smart Trump already. That would help Trump. Because the media is already kind of doing the Ron DeSantis thing, right? But if like right-wing media, like Fox News, starts doing wall-to-wall pro-DeSantis stuff, that helps Trump. Because how did Trump get so much attention in the first place, running against the media. Even though the media was giving him billions of dollars of free advertising, it was all like quote-unquote negative press, which in his instance, negative press is good press, and he just used it to further the victim complex. So that's my opinion on that. I don't think there is a chance in hell that anyone could actually beat Donald Trump in a primary, because it's just going to take 2 debates, absolute maximum. There's like a 2% chance it would need to go to a second debate. But I think the first debate is going to decide who the winner is. There is no way that Ron DeSantis is going to beat Donald Trump in a debate. I'm willing to bet on that. I'm willing to bet $100, $200. If anyone wants to take my bet, I'm down. Let's just start the betting at $250. If anyone wants to put that bet up, if you think Ron DeSantis will beat Donald Trump in a debate or just in the primary, I think that that's never going to happen. So I'm willing to spend a lot of money on that. Fuck it, I'll bet $1,000. All right, because I know I'm going to win. So, but anyway, the groom off has begun. Who will win? Let's find out.